What's it looking like, people? It's your Captain Sands, back with another episode of I Respect It. Live reactions and reviews, little bit of head nodding, little bit of reaction, little bit of analysis, little bit of dissection, little bit of review, everything across the board, here to pick this music apart, essentially, bit by bit, from the production to the lyric to potential themes to the ordering of tracks to the features to everything. I'm picking it apart relentlessly. And today I'm actually excited for today's review because it's an artist I actually enjoy or used to enjoy a lot, and that is none other than Conway the Machine, formerly of Griselda. I assume I have not really been keeping up. I know there was sauce. I know there was a little bit of things were amiss. There was a rift, drama, a guan. Things weren't all harmonious, and I guess. So we have a new release from Conway the Machine, new album. Won't He Do It is the title. He's given us 14 tracks, about 49 minutes, and this is not a Griselda release. This is a Drumwork Music Group release. This is his own thing. So, I don't really know, I don't really know what to expect, although I have some assumptions. Now, bring it back, couple of years, whenever Griselda really started to pop. So back in the day, before Griselda popped, while they were on their rise, I was a really big fan of Griselda. I can't claim that I'm one of the first people to listen to them, but I was definitely pretty early. I wouldn't say I was early, but I went back and I did a lot of the research on old Griselda, and as I was discovering Griselda, they were just continuously releasing music. I would say maybe I personally came across Griselda, I want to say 2016, maybe. I can't even put a year on it, but I know that Westside Gunn had tons of tapes out. Benny already had Tana Talk, maybe at least the first Tana Talk out, and Conway had at least one mixtape out. So I don't really know how early I am, but they did a lot in a very little time. Like Griselda, Conway the Machine, Benny the Butcher, Westside Gunn, they are technically new artists as far as who I consider new artists, but they're not whippersnappers, right? Like, they're new artists, but they're older than me. You know what I mean? So, like, the content is what I like. The sound is what I like. The BPMs are where they need to be for me. And I really, really like Griselda. Babbling as usual. Let me simmer down. Now, again, back when I was discovering them, though, Conway the Machine was actually my favorite of the camp. A lot of people are surprised to hear me say that. I know a lot of people prefer Benny. Benny bores me, but that's besides the point. Conway was my favorite, right? Like, I loved his story, and I thought he had bars. Like, I feel like he had the most bars out of anybody. Like, they were creative, they were violent, they were thuggish, and it was just, I just thought he was the best lyricist of the group for me, because it also came with a story. So for years, Conway was my favorite, but eventually, Westside Gunn started to put out more projects, and he slowly became kind of my number one in the group. And there was a point in time where Conway was, and I almost felt like he was saying the same thing in every single song. And it was hard for me to accept that. But there would be moments where I was listening to an album or a verse or a song, and I'm like, damn, didn't I hear him say that in another song? Just in like a very slightly different way. So I've eased back from Griselda a lot, I would say, over the last maybe 3 years or so, and that's just because, to no fault of their own, they just have never stopped, right? They just never stopped, and eventually, as consumers, fans, we are fickle. Fans are fickle, and I just had to slow up. So it's been a while since I listened to Conway. I think it's probably been at least a year, maybe two, since his last album. But I'm excited to see. I feel like we're still gonna get the same raw, gritty bars. I just really hope that, content-wise, there's a little bit of a shift, because I'm hearing about his 40, the lemons, the choppers being squeezed, cats getting shot in a noodle, the drum, the pole. Pole is mentioned in every single verse. He feels he's the best, how he got shot, the whole story about, how it affects his speech. I love that story, but again, it's in every album. The Machine. As long as the sound effects remain, I think I'll be happy. That's one thing that I expect, and I'm not tired of hearing, is the sound effects. The signature laugh. Like, I know we're gonna get all of that, but I just hope there's a bit of a difference. So it just got old. It just got old. Same old content. This literally the same bars. So we'll see. We shall see. When these artists start making money, you know, the content sometimes changes, but they also sometimes change too. Like, I would be surprised if he came with a whole completely different sound. This also is not, it's not Griselda, so I don't know if it's going to be actually produced by Derringer. I know he was probably the biggest proponent of Derringer beats because they came up together. But, you know, I'm excited to hear him on some different beats. So I've been wasting a lot of time. There's going to be tons of aggressive head nods throughout this, but I'm going to see, you know, what else I can pull from it. And let's see if we got some lyrics today. Will there be lyrics to drum work? But send in the lyrics. All right, so here we go. Won't He Do It? Features that I definitely want to see. Westside Gunn, Ransom I'm cool with. I don't know about Goose, by the way, and Dre Deneur. Jay Skis I'm cool with. Dave East. Sick of Dave East. Don't get it. And Benny the Butcher, Seven the Genius. So this should be good. It's Sauce Walker. I actually like Sauce Walker. Interesting, but I enjoy Sauce Walker. You know, but I don't know. Let's see what we get out of this. Let's go. Song number 1, Quarters. Again, very minimal music here, and I respect it. I'm not trying to get taken down by the YouTube legal team because they don't respect me. They don't respect us as creators. You know, different complaint for different podcasts, and we got lyrics.
Look, the door flip in the pole, tall as your oldest daughter. Bullets in that bitch is about as big as a roll of quarter.
Hold on, I gotta start that over because it kind of it startled me. That's for one. But I'm not hearing the beat very well, so I need to adjust volume on this. Something ain't right. I know I'm not hearing the beat correctly. All right, let's try that again. Quarters.
Look,
that's better.
Dope I order, come over border. I'm the GOAT quarters. I don't play about my cash. I'm on your ass if you owe a quarter. Hey, nigga, machine bitch, I'm a threat in the game. Tape that I did with Alchemist, I was just testing my aim. Nigga spooky, bone chilling, you feeling your spine, dangerous. Catch you coming out your bitch spot.
No, I don't know. That one, I feel like if I never heard Conway, I probably would absolutely love this. But because I've heard a lot of Conway, it's just Conway. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. Today I was hoping for something new. I'm not mad that he's consistent. Let me make that clear. Because it might sound like hate. But I do like Conway. I just came into this because there's already so much Conway music. I was just hoping for something just a little bit different. I guess if there's anything different about this is it's a faster beat, right? It's a more up-tempo beat. They originally used to do really dreary beats, really dreary beats. And I would say another thing that's different is I guess this song has a hook, maybe. I'm not really sure, but they don't usually have hooks. It's just, but you know, all in all, he's doing what he does. He's not disappointing in doing what he does. It's just same old. The beat is interesting though. The beat, at first I didn't like it when it started. I don't know if I love it. I think it's one of those songs, and hopefully not one of those albums that you have to consume multiple times to actually enjoy it. Because nowadays you got to be rotatable from the first listen. So hopefully this is not one that's supposed to grow on you. Folks ain't got that kind of time. I'm folks. Track 2, Brucifix featuring Westside Gunn. I'm excited for this one. Westside Gunn is my guy. So hopefully they do what they always do. The most Hall and Nash. I'm cool with the Hall and Nash. So let's see what we get.
Cocaine, caviar, and group with fishes. Rappers, I see bitches, no broke niggas around me. That shit might rub off. I'm super stick. Niggas that I done shot with this can. It's niggas that I love, I know trying to plot on my land. Whack 'em, bear nigga was shot in my van. Touring overseas, I just had a mosh.
Hey yo, Jamaican Rob, hit him in his head, said bless up. Hey yo, tell him if you gon' play, you gotta play. My nigga just seen the board, stomach hurting, he gotta stay. Ain't in the Drake.
That's an interesting one, man. I don't want to waste too much time, but with Westside Gunn on it, I'm not surprised that the beat was minimalist. Westside Gunn is a minimalist, and there was no beat here. This is probably the least amount of beat I've ever heard on a song in my life. Like, I know it's their thing. Like, it's their callback, it's their drawback, it's what they do. Like, they will drop stupid bars over a bit of a beat and drop bars, but that was literally nothing. Like, you couldn't even nod your head to it. You couldn't catch a nod if you wanted to. Like, not a drum in sight. Where the drums at? Drum work? Where the drums at? Drum work? I needed at least one drum. Like, we need drums. Yeah, you know what I mean? But it was still good. Same bars, different words. I think that's kind of the moral to Griselda's story. Same bars, different words. And that's all I have to say about that. West Side Gun's bars are too rich for me, but I like it. The sound effects will save it every time. You're gonna get a lot of this. You're gonna get a lot of this today. A lot of this. I'm here with it. I wish I could do it myself, but I'm not even gonna embarrass myself in an attempt to do the gun sound. Track 3, Monogram. It's gotta be some luxurious shit. So I'm rich now type. You know what I mean? See, already there's luxury already. Yeah. The piano. Okay. Maybe we'll get a little different.
I had to sit down to talk about my festival with Hova. His first question was doing this talk to him. I got pictures with the homie I never posted. Personal convos with him, I never told it like, peace God, I just sit on my neck. Now I got my feet up in my office, nigga, I'm blessed. I wanna sell cocaine forever. Are you not entertained, you bitch? Put some respect.
It sounded like it was going to be almost like a Big Brother kind of song where he's talking about his experience when he met Jay-Z and how that conversation helped change his mindset. But then he went back in to talk about I just want to sell cocaine, so maybe that was on purpose. But I don't know. I just thought I thought we were getting something a little different finally, and it started one way and it ended a different way, and it ended in the same old way. So I was just a little disappointed, but you know, I definitely liked the music in this one a lot. I'm a sucker for a luxury beat, you know, for a Rick Ross type. So I respect the production, but I'm getting the same old Conway. He's good. He's good for giving you a couple of bars about a picture we saw. Right? I feel like he does that a lot. He's gonna give you bars about an Instagram picture that he posted. It's a little context always, but can't be too mad at it. Quality, still good music. Stab out. I need something to nod my head. I do. Finally, here we go. Here's a drum. Okay, gotta pause real quick. This beat is hard already. This is the first time I couldn't fix my face for a hot second. It's aggressive. But this shit is dope. So beat is what I've been waiting for. Drums. Let's go, drum work.
I wear the chat owners I throw on drip. That 30K you tryna save, I'm about to blow on kicks. Poke out your chest all you want, but I drop some shit and like, bro don't miss. I'm as consistent as a coke nose drip. I send my young hoe on nose road
consistent.
Trip. That's why I got her to rope. Yeah. We gon' smoke them niggas and
walk the walk and splatter your head so they can't chalk the corpse. Can't go with it. Niggas always claiming king until they get their crown sunken. Rap village chillin' that extra spar. Came a long way from them weapons drawn, but still I'm.
Wow. By far the best song so far. I sometimes I don't care what he's saying. Sometimes I don't care what anybody's saying. If the beat, sometimes the beat is enough, right? Like that was the best one so far. Those were the best drums so far. 4 tracks into a 14-track album. So that's definitely my favorite. That's getting added to, that's getting added to a playlist right now. That's getting added to the shuffle. This one will rotate. Stab Out will rotate. I'm impressed that we're getting songs with hooks in them. It's not the most creative hook, but it's a hook. It's a hook nonetheless. So every song can't just be bars. We're working on it. Next song is called Flesh of My Flesh. I'm fully wholeheartedly expecting a DMX sample in this song, Flesh of My Flesh. If you were born in 1999 and you're watching this video, look it up. DMX album, Flesh of My Flesh, song, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. I'm expecting a DMX sample on this one. I could be wrong. I might even miss it if it's done well enough, or maybe simply it's just produced by Swiss Beats. I need to look all of this up, but that's all of what I'm expecting from Flesh of My Flesh, so we're gonna see. That might be absolutely wrong and sound stupid as hell, but those are the risks we take. Flesh of My Flesh. Okay, so I have to pause and just reset my mind set here because my expectations, I'm completely off. There's not a DMX sample in sight. This sounds like he sampled something from the 70s. What is it? That's Shaft. It sounds like Shaft. I'm not mad at it, but I gotta just accept it for what it is. Forget about what I thought it was, so that I can actually review and respect it as it should be. So let's run it back. Flesh my flesh.
What I done got more time from letting my imagination run. Niggas work stepped on, I'm the better connect. And the way the niggas move, I can machine, I'm the best of the best. I'm DMX reincarnated, nigga, this is flesh of my flesh.
Derringer, interesting.
I'm back outside to play, nigga.
Okay, so definitely think it was a bit of a missed opportunity to sample and not sampling Flesh of My Flesh by DMX. Maybe that it was there. I'll have to go back and listen. Maybe, but you know, he did shout out DMX, so but missed opportunity because that song that was interesting. We get that was the typical no hook, just straight bars, but I definitely respect that he took it up a notch. Definitely added a couple of BPMs, right? Like it was a looped beat, but it was definitely a faster loop beat than we're used to hearing him on. Definitely, you know, made a valiant attempt at showing us a new flow, sunning these cats, as he said multiple times in this song. But overall, I respect it. It's a good one, just because it was a little different. I would be here a lot less longer if he didn't talk for a minute on each song, but that's also our typical Griselda formula. So he's given us what we all know, love, and expect. No hate. I don't want no smoke with drum work, but what I will say, drum work. Where are the drums? You just, it's a strong contradiction. I need drums. I need drums. I need drums. It's essential. Give me some drums. Next song is called Kanye, featuring, this is gonna be my first opportunity hearing Goose, by the way, and Drea Deneur. So let me listen close. Kanye. Now, just off rip, because I have the lyrics pulled up as I usually do. There's very few lyrics on this screen. So either, maybe he's singing. I don't know, but there's very few lyrics. Maybe there's a glitch somewhere, but let's see.
I'ma give you something to talk about. They even talked about Jesus. I'ma give you
Kids, some sneakers and belts. Joe, you out.
There go the drums.
You speak for yourself. Have some convos with Kanye.
Okay, I like that one. That one, everything is fitting. It's called Kanye. It's got a churchy feel to it. I like the organ, because especially like at the end of. The organ is always a nice touch. The chorus sounding. Kanye might even made this beat. I'm not gonna look it up right now again. But it was a good one. I think it's official though that the surefire way to my heart is drums. As soon as the drums kick in, my whole mood changes. There's a smile on my face, and I'm happy to be here. He only gave us 8 bars, but it is what it is. Something Kanye would do. Kanye would only give us a couple bars and hella music and singing around it. So it all fits thematically for the name of the song. Now Goose, by the way, he didn't really add much. I guess he was essentially the hook to the song, but I don't know if we're eventually going to hear this guy rap, because he's on this album 2 more times, and I could have did that part. Basically what I'm saying. So either you're gonna rap or tag me in, you know what I mean? Because you ain't even providing too much, you know. And then Drea Deneur was alright. She got, you know, a couple vocals. I respect it overall, Kanye, but let's keep the drums going. Let's keep the drums going. Drum work. That's all I ask.
Justice League.
Oh, okay.
They wanna know what I got on the wrist, cost me, plotting to get it off me.
Hold on, let me run it back. I know Justice League gonna give us. They're going to give us horns, they're going to give us saxophones, but that was already not what I was expecting. I came here hoping to be surprised, get something different. So let me keep that energy. But I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't. Let's run it back. Usually when you hear Justice League, you get it's smooth. You know what I mean? Justice League, the other one, that Flesh in My Flesh song that sounded like Shaft, that was Derringer. Everybody's trying something new. That's what I like to see. It doesn't always work, but I do like to see that. So let's get into it. The Chosen. Let's run that back, featuring Jay Skees.
Justice League.
They wanna know what I got on the wrist, cost me, plotting to get it off me. This ain't water, this shit coffee. Brown niggas still sliding with sticks like say it crossed me. I used to wrist frosty to give godly, y'all crisscrossed to me. Y'all little niggas got it backwards, bro. Do the stepping and he not a capper. Fear you niggas not a factor. Yeah. I cross my
There we
T's,
go.
dotted
Finally.
my I's.
Damn.
Rap niggas still struggle to eat, I'm not surprised. Look, I make them salty motherfuckers uncomfortable. Cause when they see that dog in your heart, they wanna muzzle you. Got my bitch looking like a young Claire Huxtable. They say machine, it ain't fair. If niggas did fuck with you, it's clear cut that you the king, nigga. Yeah. And these flea flickers.
Skip, they look really good, Skip. You had to be impressed with what you saw. I know you like this, Skip.
Look, I'm Slim Reaper when I hit speakers. You ain't doing enough work in the gym, your chest weaker. I'm Euro stepping to the rack, got the city on my back, homie. I'ma lead both, machine ghost.
Tell the truth, Skip. Go ahead, say. My turn? No. You can say you like. Not if you like.
I like it. We hold it down, east to west on 3 on the low post. I cook 'em on slow roast. The other side really want no smoke.
So first thing I will say, because I know a lot of what I say sounds like hate. I do be hating sometimes, but I want to clarify. This is not hate. Shout out to them for rapping on beats without drums. Right? Like, as much as I want the drums right now, I gotta respect their ability to rap so well on a beat without drums or with very minimal drums. You know, the drums are typically, for most rappers, what helps you stay on beat. Right? Everybody can't do this. Everybody cannot rap without drums. So I gotta respect that they're able to do that. And this beat was difficult to rap on because it was difficult for me to catch my head nod. Like, I couldn't figure out I couldn't time it. You know what I mean? So like, the fact that I couldn't even time my head nod, yet they're rapping on it, you know, it's impressive. So I gotta put I gotta put respect on it. But I gotta put respect on it. So I respect it. Next song. Actually, the end of that song was not needed. I like that they're, trying to add the hooks and stuff like that, but whatever they did to the vocals, they added a couple layers to the vocals. I don't know what they did, but I didn't like the end of that song. But overall, I like that song just because overall I was impressed. They were able to rap on that beat. At first, I was confused. I couldn't hear what they were rapping. I couldn't hear it. I'm like, what are they rapping on? But overall, I respect it. Water to Wine. Now, this Water to Wine is our first 5-minute song. We got just about 3 5-minute songs. One song is 4 minutes and 53 seconds. These last couple songs are pretty long. So I don't know what we're about to get. Now, there are 3 features on it, so that might be why it's long. But I'm hoping that the longest song we get towards the end of the album, featuring Seven the Genius, is 5 minutes long when we do it. So I think we're gonna get a story. Like, I like when Conway tells the story. Now, I've heard the story, him being shot a lot of times, but I do like when he tells us a story. So I'm expecting, hopefully, with this 5-minute song where it's just him and one other person. And Seven the Genius has bars too, but I'm hoping that maybe she's just on the hook or something like that, and he's going on for 5 minutes on like a different component of the story. I don't know. And I just noticed Juicy J's at the end of this album. I'm a big Juicy J fan, so we'll see what Juicy J brings. Let me stop talking. First 5-minute song, Water to Wine, featuring Goose by the Way, Jazzy, and Dave East. We'll see. This might just be straight bars for 5 minutes, but we shall see.
gotta really flex. The miles on the ceiling. Give it a rest. And when you in the restaurant, you don't see a check. Got the bitches hating mad at you. Look how you dress. You got a Johnny thing, chain to compliment your chest. You ain't worried about the next. Some girls wanna have fun. Here we go, make it tonight.
She say, Machine, I'm loving the way you spoil me. Took you shopping, I got you looking accordingly. Shit, like, babe, you know if you ever need it, you can always talk to me. I'm just super appreciative for you never crossing me.
Here we go, make it
I
tonight.
swear I knew her body way before I had it all. First time being single in a minute, so and that's what we gon' do. Oh, you know mom, she set me down and looked me in my eyes and told me she wanna bring girls just for me. Yeah.
I just wanted a piece of your love, but you gave it all of me. Them Van Cleef bracelets, they talk funny on the phone. Fuck, I'm here, they real voice, Machine and Pablo.
Cause all girls wanna have fun.
So let me get the hate out of the way right at the beginning. Dave East wasn't really needed in that song. That's the hate. That's the hate. His verse wasn't bad, but it just wasn't necessary. I think the song could have ended on, Jazzy crooning us. You know what I mean? I don't think we needed to end on. We don't need to fade out on Dave East. But other than that, like that's the hate. There's nothing else bad to say about this song. The long. Okay, maybe there is. The long intro. I didn't love how long it took for the song to start. Right? Again, you know what I mean? 5 minutes is a long time, and the first minute was just pianos, I think. But that long intro really made me appreciate the beat. Because when the beat dropped, oh man, it was perfect. The beat is perfect. That little bridge that they did before the hook, what was it, Goose by the Way? That was perfect. Like that song was damn near perfect, with the exception of Dave East on the end, which wasn't bad, it just wasn't needed. Right? Like we've all had too much before. You know what I mean? It was just too much. Right? So it didn't miss the mark because it lacked. It was just too much. But that other than Dave East, the song was great. Jazzy, oh my God, Jazzy has an amazing voice on Jazzy. I've been meaning to listen to her album for a while now, and now I definitely think I might. I've heard nothing but good things about Jazzy. Amazing voice. I think that's Diddy's new artist, I believe. That's who I'm referring to. And I've been meaning to check that album out, and I definitely have to, because her harmonizing in the back while Conway was rapping was much needed. And Goose by the Way is just a raspy voice. I'm hating because I could do what Goose by the Way does. He ain't doing nothing special. He's just a raspy voice. So I'm hating. Next song we got is called Kill Judas. It's less than a minute long, so maybe it's just like an interlude. Okay, so it's just an interlude, just like I thought. But it's this little 59-second snippet is definitely reminiscent of old school Conway. Like that shit was eerie. That sounded like, Everybody Is Food type, like old West Side Gun, Hitler Wears Hermes, like early Griselda, like grit and grime. So maybe we're gonna get some drums here. Maybe we're gonna get gritty once again, because it has been super gritty. Truthfully, the beat wise, his beat choice has definitely expanded. I would say that. So I do like that. I do respect the expansion of his beat choice, even though there's still not a damn drum in sight for the most part. But let's get it. Brick Fair. Yeah. Just like I expected. This is the Griselda sound. So maybe he's gonna close out. Like let's get back to the roots. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, like this sounds like this could have been on any one of his other 10 mixtapes.
Fredo, let me get a light. Spit in the pot before you cook it up. Been a shooter, you can look it up. Keep the name alive, post my Instagram and Facebook tag. Keep the manuscript, cashmere sweater, constant trench, looking glamorous. Fashion show with Naomi Campbell, smelling like cannabis. These bars hit like Steve meal tench with the hammer fist. I gave these niggas verses for free, I'm a philanthropist. Know how to measure how you structure your metaphors. So suck my dick like I said before. The bully vest level 4.
One other thing I can say, because I know it's hard to not sound like hate when I say he raps about the same thing. But I need to reiterate that he was my favorite in Griselda because lyrically, it's there. Lyrically is always strong. Like, it might be the same old bars, but it's still bars. You know what I mean? Like, it's still bars. The wordplay is one to be commended. Like, with no hesitation. You know what I mean? So, while content thematically same, the bars are still there because there were some bars. There were some. He rhymed philanthropist with cannabis and glamorous and manuscript. Like, that was what? That's his bars. 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 That's his bars.
Shooter, you can look it up. He spit in the pot before he cook it up.
I don't understand what that means. Please, somebody in the comment, let me know the significance of spitting in the pot before cooking it up. If people out there who are smoking crack are also smoking spit, just takes the level of sadness and shame to a new level. Please don't smoke spit, but whole different lifestyle I'm not aware of and I don't want to be aware of. Let's keep it moving.
Selling cracks to his uncle and his aunts. Them old niggas try running down on him like shit was cool. I gotta take these pills for 7 days and I'll be straight. Next time I see that bum bitch, I might spit in her face. I got a call today, my pot before you cook it up. Spit in the pot before you cook it up.
Didn't love that song, didn't hate that song. It's Conway. It's a good beat. Probably won't rotate it. You know what I mean? But it's an album filler. Maybe didn't even need it on the album, but just given the different, he's given us definitely different, I don't want to say sounds, but almost sounds, right? Because he's given us like almost funk, right? With the Shaft sounding beat. He's given us holy sounding with a chorus on the Kanye joint. He's given us, you know, almost R&B vibes. Like, you know what I mean? He's got to fulfill every sub-genre of his sound. So that's the homage to where it all began, in my opinion, because it sounds like day one. So I respect it. It serves its purpose. Next song, Brooklyn Chop House, featuring Fab and Betty the Butcher. I know Fab was on it, so there's definitely going to be bars. There's going to be a competition. Stay tuned to see who we think has the best bars on this song. Get a little bit of soul tape vibes already. Like, it's going to be bars.
Yeah, cocaine and it's alright, folks. My progress can't be stifled. It's getting spooky, and I ain't sure if I coined the phrase, but ever since I said it, just look how much noise it made. The table full of the way they shot at me and missed. Somebody dying for that choice they made.
We know they shot at you and missed. We know.
I'm on the street like my nigga Diggs on a hot route. Used to be at the table bagging. I said, what is you saying? I was outside hustling grants. I looked my man right in his eyes and I said, bro, what is your plan? Can you try to run down? Won't let you advance. Nigga, we got cocaine and it's alright, folks.
Conway bodied that. Just switching up the flow caught me off guard, and I loved everything about it. That was top notch. Quality bars. Shout out to Conway. Let's see if Fab could keep up. Of course he can, but let's see what Fab talking about.
I just want the bag. See, they in it for the honey. It ain't about no bag, no.
Yeah, they just want to party, and I just want a piper like Roddy. Big stepper, these bricks slicker than Lottie Dottie. Lil Uzi, my shorty, he got that body experience, feeling out of body. I be mobbing, my lawyer beat up big on head, got light skin tryna come Marty Marmy and grab my ears, then I fool, grab my ears. Yeah, they dad is a king, made my kids fabulous heirs. They was made from this cloth.
Not surprised. Fat bars, the wordplay. He flipped airs and airs. If you don't understand those flips to what he was saying, look it up. He's talking about heirs and like heirs, like his kids, like heirs to his throne. Like, that was dope. The quality Fat bars. This is a good song too. Okay, Benny, let's see what you can do.
Before she get to know me better, I'm judging our relationship off how many bricks we sold together. Life's a bitch. I had to walk down a block with a hole in hands. I'm from the east side where even niggas see me in person and know they can't afford these jewels. I'm trying to buy a rap bitch a new truck like I'm Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole is catching hell, man. Ever since he missed that shot, he spent hell of money on Ice Spice, and he's looking like a simple man. But this song, this is not about Jordan Poole. That song was great. Brooklyn Chop House, that song was great. Conway wins the Flow Award, and Fab wins the Bars Award. Benny, I still don't understand. I really don't understand the Benny hype. Maybe people really like just Benny's voice. Like, he does have a captivating voice. Like, his voice does boom. You know, voices are important. You know what I mean? When it comes to any form of audio entertainment. You know what I mean? But Brooklyn Chop House, good song. Overall, I respect it for sure. Were there drums on there? I don't even know this. I don't even remember. But it was a good song overall. Next song is Tween Cross Tween. I don't know what that means. The only tween I know is that what you call like a preteen? Like a tween? Isn't it? So I doubt it's about preteens. So let's see what Tween Cross Tweens. Tween Cross Tween. See what they're talking about. Drums. It's all you need.
Here we go again.
Drums. It's all you need. Drums. It's all you need. Drums. It's all you need.
Record label try handing me a contract. I spit on it. It ain't at least 30 minutes. Get hit with Mack truck. When I go in on it, these internet niggas act tough. So you run into them, push up on niggas, big strap. What? They acting innocent, they trembling. The flow is like Kyrie dribbling. Tween Cross.
Excuse me if I rank a couple million and I'm trying to see what that's about.
You ain't Nicki Minaj, bitch, then you isn't a Barbie. 80 pointers, my jeweler trying to fit in my Cardi. Never played the NBA game, but I'm richer than Barkley. Goose, why these niggas gon' start me? Excuse me, bitch. Fuck you talk about, nigga.
Again, we would be here a lot less longer if he didn't just talk for the last minute of every song. But it's okay. Slight respect. Still don't know what Tween Cross Tween is, and it's official. Goose, by the way, is just a hook man. He ain't doing nothing special. I could do it. Doing nothing special. That wasn't nothing special. I didn't need that one. I didn't need that one. I'm ready to go. But here is the title track. The title track of the album. Won't He Do It? 5 minutes, 7 the Genius. I expect this should be the best song on the album. But so far, Stab Out is number 1, and Water to Wine is number 2. But let's see what we got. Won't he do it? Won't he will?
Yeah. They go on the internet, sneak dissing and subtweeting. Entitlement and jealousy when they see my funds increasing. Flow better, nigga, it's drum work forever. It's Griselda forever. GXFR, you know them 4 letters. My nigga butter. My impact been nothing short of monumental. Got some money with people, I'm keeping confidential. I think I need to roll when somebody give me a cigar. Niggas talking big money when they was leasing them cars.
Is that a Drake sample? That's Marvin's Room under there, right?
Bet they believe me now. Run up 100 M.
Trying to get them to see it, said it couldn't be done. I knew the way to catch a run, I just couldn't with them.
Waiting for the drums to drop. Give her a drum, Conway.
Plus all of these stars are straight for every reason.
Give her a drum, yo. Here we go.
I thank God as I need it. I made it out of each trench remarkably. Remind them everything I've been when they talking to me.
Did she say that word right?
Reminded out of each trench remarkably.
Remarkably. She said it wrong, but it's okay.
You know the me in the ghetto still. I need several couple $100 million. They fighting more than one appeal. My niece getting older now. No way some jealousy hate was gonna put me to sleep. Y'all ain't iller than me. My name loved in the genius. Even those that ain't believing Nerf, if I'm blinding it through swerving, they didn't believe. Love.
Now, I think I've been saying 7 the Genius, which I apologize. I do know that it's Love the Genius. So yeah, Love the Genius, she's got bars. I just wish she would have gave her a drum. Come on, drum work, give her a drum, bro. Like, she got bars, but she needed a drum, in my opinion. She's got bars, but I think she would have done well with a drum. She did a good job. I do commend him for giving her like 2.5-3 minutes worth of just ability to just drop bars at the end of his song. I do know that she is his artist, I believe, his first artist, maybe just his first female artist signed to Drumwork. So, I do appreciate him showcasing her in that way. This might be an introduction leading into her album that might be coming out soon. That's my assumption, because this probably could and should be the last song. But overall, Won't He Do It probably didn't need to be 5 minutes, but overall, it's a good song. I think it should be the last song. I'm surprised it's not. We got one more song, Super Bowl featuring Juicy J and Sauce Walker. That tells me it's probably Ignorance, which I'm always down for some Ignorance, but it could have probably been a bonus track, but we'll see.
Play me some Pippin, man.
Love a sample. Sucker for a sample.
What Juicy say? He be like, shut the fuck up!
Big rings, 2 of those. Super Bowl, yeah. Lot of money, let me. Feeling like I want an AOC. Woo. Got the 40 on the stage with me. Fuck a girl, she wanna stay with me. But I can never be faithful to.
I heard this song before. I'm not about to sit here and review this song. I heard that song before. That song was a single probably a while ago, and I see what they do now. Like, adding that song gives them, it adds to the streams. It gives them the streams from that song. So I'm not listening to that. That should have been a bonus track. But either way, that kind of wraps up Won't He Do It. Overall, let me see. Now, pretty much what I said going into this. I kind of know what to expect. Lyrically, I do think that he broadened his range in the sense of like his sound, from, like I said, from the church sounding song with the organ in the chorus, and then the 70s disco sounding, Shaft sounding song, to the R&B jump for the ladies, and then he can still take us back and do what he does, gritty Griselda wise, and he can still rap on beats with no drums. You know what I mean? Like, he gave us different sounds, but also stayed true to the sound we expect. And then the content has stayed true, throughout. So I do commend him on that. And for that much, I do mostly respect it. The problem is, you could probably take all of his bodies of work in maybe threes, right? So maybe these last 3 albums is where we've seen, him broaden his horizons in the sense of showing us different sounds, different flows, adding choruses, increasing tempos. Because for a long time, it was all the same, but over these last 3 or so, I would say that he has, consistently been showing us that he's comfortable in different pockets, right? The problem is, though, while of course there are standout tracks on Conway projects, the thing about it is, outside of like the standout tracks from the Conway albums, if you put on a Conway song that like maybe wasn't the standout track, which is like, it's probably one of 20 is a standout, so 19. If you played a random Conway song that wasn't a hit, I couldn't tell you what album it came from. And I think that's the problem, right? It's a lot of music, and it's a lot of similar sounding music, so it's like you can't be like, oh, that's my favorite Conway song, because how and why could it possibly be your favorite Conway song if it sounds like 5 other songs? Right? So it's not I don't know if it's a bad thing, but it's just a noticeable thing. My favorite Conway song forever is going to be The Cow. So, I have to dial back the respect a little bit, just because, I'm like, eventually Jay-Z stopped rapping about guns. Eventually Jay-Z stopped rapping about cocaine in excess, right? We still got drug bars here and there, you know what I mean? Drug Dealers Anonymous. We got drug bars throughout his career, but eventually he stopped talking about that. And I don't know, maybe you're so young in your career that it's too soon for you to stop talking about all that stuff, but you probably about the same age as Jay-Z, so I don't know, I just feel like it's time to have progress. Maybe, I don't know, I think I'm just in a hating kind of mood today, but content wise, I'm gonna give it partly respect it. Lyrically though, I respect it, and overall I'm gonna say it pretty much gets like, half credit. I partly respect it just because I just want more content wise at this point in time. You know what I mean? We shall see. Like I'm not expecting him to come out with a whole album for the ladies, like on some Drake shit. But I don't know. I'm hard to please, like I said. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in and listening to my grumpiness. I am Captain Sands. Will it rotate? It's probably not gonna rotate. Keep it honest. I took the 2 or 3 songs that I like, added them to playlists, which is probably not gonna rotate. Right? It's hard to get into rotation. It's gotta be. I gotta absolutely respect it for it to rotate. Honestly, for the most part. So partly respected. RES. Yeah, thank you for tuning in for another episode of I Respect It. I've been your host, Captain Sands. If there's any specific albums you want to listen to me review and react to, let me know. I promise I'm going to start dipping in a bit more into other genres. I'm going to try, and we'll see how that goes. But again, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and come back for more I Respect It. Deal, sis.